First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother Dawab Bar from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And I was sitting up here just, looking at some of the sound bites that, just looking at some of the issues that Kamala Harris was talking about. And one of them was gun safety issues. And she was talking about doing a ban on certain weapons, a weapons ban and red flag laws and something else. Now, she's going to speak on it briefly in this. I'm going to let brothers listen to maybe about 30 seconds of this, and then I'm going to play another video, which is about 1 minute and 23 seconds. Now, while I was listening to this, the only thing I kept thinking about is, let's just say Kamala does become the first woman president. Let's just say, I'm just speaking, just saying. Hey, all this is going to be through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And I ain't going to lie, I hope she does. I really do. Because there's one thing that's going to happen if she does. I am truly in belief that a civil war is going to happen. These white boys are going to lose their mind. And the main reason, first and foremost, just because, she's not even a so-called black anyway. I think she's an Elamite, first and foremost. Secondly, these white boys just look at her as a so-called black woman anyway. So it's gonna be open season on so-called black people if she gets into the White House. And not only that, you got a governor, I can't remember which one. He was talking about, hey, look, we need to fight for our country. We need to fight for our country. It should be a civil war. So I'm sitting up here. I hope she do become the president. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. But because the main thing is that Jacob's trouble, and that's what I was sitting up and thinking about. The apostle coined the phrase this year. Apostle Tahar coined the phrase this year. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and this could really do it. So I'm gonna sit up here and let y'all listen to this, and I'm gonna grab a few scriptures.
Trying to sell a false choice, which we know to not buy. That false choice be to suggest that you're either in favor of the Second Amendment or you want to take everyone's guns away. And I believe in the Second Amendment, but I also believe we need to renew the assault weapons ban. We need red flag laws. We need universal background checks.
So that's just part of it. So you hear what she's saying. We need to renew the weapons ban. We need red flag laws. We need universal background checks. So here it is. They're going to ban certain weapons, whether they're AR-15s or whether they're certain assault rifles. They're going to get red flag laws so they can sit up here and flag anybody who they deem a threat or maybe a problem. And then universal background checks, So my thing is, these things could stop people from getting weapons. Now, the whole point of the matter is that they so much on these weapon things because once you disarm a nation of people, guess what? The government can do whatever they want. That's the whole point. When you look at all these other countries, they disarm their people. Guess what? The government came over and do whatever they want. Because you ain't got nothing to protect yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, Esau, these motherfucking white boys ain't giving up their weapons. They going to go down with a fight, But in doing this, me listening to this, actually, let me go ahead and play this other one while I'm talking about it. I'll sit up here and speak after I play this other one.
California Senator Kamala Harris says if she becomes president, she will take what her campaign calls executive action to combat gun violence. She made those comments during a CNN town hall Monday night. Here's some of what she said.
Upon being elected, I will give the United States Congress 100 days to get their act together and have the courage to pass reasonable gun safety laws. And if they fail to do it, then I will take executive action. And specifically what I will do is put in place a requirement that for anyone who sells more than 5 guns a year, they are required to do background checks when they sell those guns. I will require that for any gun dealer that breaks the law, the ATF take their license. And by the way, ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Well, the ATF has been doing a lot of the A and the T, but not much of the F. And we need to fix that. And then, on the third piece, because none of us have been sleeping over the last 2 years, part of what has happened under the current administration is they took fugitives off the list of prohibited people. I'd put them back on the list, meaning that fugitives from justice should not be able to purchase a handgun or any kind of weapon.
For the
So
third
y'all
time
heard what she said. Y'all heard everything she said. So first she said, in the first video, she was talking about banning the weapons, banning weapons bans, red flag laws, universal background checks. And then this one, she stood up here and said, hey, look, within 100 days, they got a certain period of time. If I become, pretty much what she's saying, become president, they got a certain amount of time. Then guess what? I'm going to sit up here and use my executive power to do what I want to do. And you know what? Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, if anyone think this is her talking, no. These motherfucking puppet masters got her, they pulling the hell out of her strings to say all this shit, you know? And guess what? Now you got these motherfucking white boys out there listening to this shit. And guess what? Anything could happen, man. These motherfuckers gonna lose their mind if she become president. And therein lies what makes me think that of this Jacob's trouble. But the first thing I want to sit up here and get is, they sound real smooth when they sit up here and come with these laws. I had Psalms 55 and 21 pulled up. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but what was in his heart? His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And when we use this scripture, when you wicked, you wicked. 2/3 of our people could be the same way. But we use it for Esau most of the time, the so-called white man. But hey, just because Kamala Harris is coming in a lot of Esau, point blank period. She's nothing but that fucking puppet, you know. And all those words that she's saying, she sounds smooth as hell. But guess what? Those are all Esau's playing to sit up here and fuck over the people. And you know, these motherfucking rednecks, these motherfucking southern boys ain't going down without a fight, man. If you try to take their weapons, point blank period. You come for their weapons, them motherfuckers it's gonna be a lot of hell if you come for them weapons. But she sounded smoother than butter. She sounded smooth. People listening to her, hey, we trying to help people. We trying to do this. No, you're not. The moment you take a weapons away from a nation of people, guess what? It makes them totally vulnerable to all the bullshit that comes along with it. And these motherfuckers ain't stupid. These motherfucking white boys ain't stupid. So-called white boys. But with that, man, this is the other thing, and they're gonna and therein lies where they're gonna come with that great wrath too. This is Revelations 12 and 12. You know, here it is. They coming with them smooth speeches, but guess what? They got them swords prepared, man. And all they can do, they can use her. And I personally believe they could use her. Do I think she's gonna become president? No, but can she? Oh yes. And I hope she do. Because if she do, man, I believe fully if she become president, Civil War is right there. Truly Civil War, and there go that Jacob's trouble, and there go these motherfucking devils coming down. Therefore rejoice ye, this is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And these devils have a short time, and they gotta get shit started. And who's to say that this can't start it? You know? If I'm not mistaken, I was listening to the priest, Martin Lawyer from GS Kansas City Priest, and I think he had a video about Dr. Umar, and he was saying some of the same things that, hey, if she get elected, it's going to be open season on black people, and I'm in total agreement. And these gun laws and all this shit she talking about is one of the main things that could start a whole bunch of hell. Her opening up her mouth about these gun laws could start a whole bunch of hell for these motherfuckers to lose their goddamn mind. You know, oh, they trying to come for our guns. And guess what? A whole bunch of hell could happen. And I'm in total agreement for once with Dr. Umar on that shit, man. I do agree with him on that. This motherfucking devil coming down with that great wrath, I do agree. And guess what? And what the apostle coined the phrase this year, the beloved apostle Tahar coined the phrase this year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and that could start it if she becomes elected. I think we got like 104 days until November. Man, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting. And this is that Jeremiah 30. This is Jeremiah 30 and 6. Ye ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And that's going to be great pains, man. Great pains. Great pains. Motherfucker going to be in so much pain. You're going to be great pain, great fear when this time comes. Jacob's trouble is going to be fucked up. And 2/3 of our people, man, about to catch hell, man. You know, if you ain't under that Psalms 91, it's about to be pure hell out here. And what I'm speaking on in this is that I'm just looking at it from a perspective of, if she gets elected, Jacob's trouble and all hell could happen on this. All hell could break out. All hell could break out. And sorry if I'm speaking a lot, but this is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that day is great. That Jacob's trouble. These motherfucking white people. Hey, Jacob's trouble just ain't gonna be for Jake neither. A lot of these so-called white people, a lot of these other motherfucking nations gonna catch hell too. But Jake, hey, these white boys ready, man. They already ready for open hunting season. Look at all this shit that's happening. You know, with the so-called police officers shooting that woman in the face. You know, and a few other things that's been going on. Too much stuff has been happening. And this right there could tip it over if she gets elected. You know, and when it says, and he shall be saved up out of it, that's going to be the elect. You know, that's going to be the elect, that remnant. The elect. So, yeah, man, and this wasn't long, and I'm sorry for, being long-winded, but I just was sitting up here just thinking about this, man, like, man, if she get elected, I'm in total agreement with the GMS Kansas City when he did with the video I seen with Dr. Umar. Man, this could cause a lot of hell, and with her talking about these gun laws, definitely could cause a lot of disruption. Hey, so with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth, and salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other, because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Bob Ball and Anya Habatam Akim. Shalom.